Hello and welcome to the weekly moon update for the week of March 11th through the 17th. It's been a while since I've had these weekly videos because we've been doing the 30-day follow the moon challenge, and we officially finished yesterday after the Pisces new moon. And here we are back again. I hope you enjoyed the follow the moon challenge. Thank you to everybody who followed along with me. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you learned something. I learned something new every time we do it. So at the time that I'm filming this, I have not finished the spring schedule yet, but we do have one last community event happening on March 16th. We're going to be doing our crafternoon. I haven't decided what craft it's going to be. I have a lot of projects lined up, so it might be sewing, it might be scrapbooking, it might be more sewing. We shall see. So I hope that you can join me for a cozy crafting stream. We've got a lot of YouTube videos lined up to watch and listen to while we are crafting. So I hope you can join me on Twitch. And we've got a waxing crescent moon this week because we had our new moon last week in Pisces. And I love Pisces season. I love Pisces energy. I have a Pisces rising. I feel most like myself when we're in Pisces energy. So let's jump into it. All right, so technically we have a waxing crescent moon all week this week. I think technically you could say that we have the waxing or the first quarter on Sunday. All right, so the cool thing about Pisces energy and Pisces season that if it's too watery and if it's too much for you, Aries comes immediately after that. And it really just like, it's like you might be like bogged down in all this water and then you can just like burst up and start running right out of the gate. Aries is our first sign of the zodiac season. So it's the beginning of spring. It's the starting point, the jumping off point. It's fire energy. It's activating. However, really close to this new moon, we don't have a lot of the actual moon energy. So I still think Aries is a good way to start off a week, but you might still be slow moving because it's the tiniest little sliver of light there. So I really like having a Monday start off with Aries because it gets your blood pumping, it gets you going, it gets you excited, it gets you inspired for things. So getting inspired for the week. You might want to have like your heavier to-dos on Monday with Aries energy. But then Taurus is going to come in and slow down that energy again. So we'll be in Aries energy all day Monday, and we start to transition. It's a long transition. It's like almost a 12-hour transition on Tuesday. So the moon will enter void of course Tuesday morning at 7:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then it won't move into Taurus until 8:29 p.m. that evening. So again, Taurus is that earth, like we've got this fire and then we need to contain that fire. So Taurus comes in and puts little rocks around our fire so that we can have our fire pit contained. And it's more slow moving, one step at a time kind of energy. And Taurus energy is still in spring too, though. It's where everything is green. I always associate the color green with Taurus energy. Everything's green. Things are budding. They're getting ready to fruit, but they're just not there quite yet. So Tuesday evening, Wednesday all day Wednesday. And then pretty much all day Thursday too. The early evening is when we start to transition into Gemini. So we've got slow and steady wins the race kind of energy in the middle of the week this week. And then at 6:28 p.m., the moon will start to transition and will technically be in Gemini Thursday evening at 11:16 p.m. So then we get to have fun and play in Gemini energy on Friday and Saturday. And what could be better? Starting off your week with fire and then ending with play. I mean, what could be better? And then we also have a holiday weekend if you celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So lots of fun and playtime. This is also the time of year, like my St. Patrick's Day, my traditional St. Patrick's Day meal is like the last heavy meal that I usually cook, because it's going to start getting warmer and warmer and you don't really want those heavy meals. So that's like St. Patrick's Day is like my last meat and potatoes stew, hearty, like thick, heavy foods with root vegetables kind of meal. And then I start kind of transition from soups into salads. So we're like cooling off our food with, or using our food to cool off. Whereas in the wintertime, we use food to warm up. So Gemini energy all day Friday, all day Saturday. And we are technically moving into Cancer early Sunday morning. So you might want to do your like celebrating your St. Patrick's Day celebrating party time on either Friday or Saturday. Because Cancer is more about, just like chilling, taking care of yourself, meal prepping for the week, that sort of thing. Meal prepping your salads, or actually I usually have a ton of leftovers after St. Patrick's Day. So really fun, beautiful energy for this week. I love it. I love having this fire activating the beginning of the week, then kind of slowing down in the middle of the week, and then celebrating on the weekend. It's a really, really beautiful kind of energy if you do celebrate. If not, celebrate something else, like celebrate the end of the week or celebrate the beginning of spring, which will technically be on the 21st next week. Okay, so our card for the week is actual footage of how I feel in Pisces season. I just feel like I'm just like being cleansed and bathed in this like divine water. So our card is the Sirens. Use your voice, expansion and freedom. So in Greek mythology, the sirens were half woman and half bird sea creatures that would entice fishermen. I didn't know they were half bird. Interesting. That would entice fishermen and sailors with their sweet, sensual songs. Free and empowered, they were not afraid to share their voice and use their natural gifts to attract what they wanted. This card is an invitation to own your gifts, to share your voice, and to surrender into the most expanded version of who you are. To give yourself the music that plays within, to share your song without wavering, to be free and to dance unrestrained. In life, there is the opportunity to become more and more alive and free with each passing day. However, most of us feel more and more trapped by the life that we've so consciously created. What do you need to do to embrace life fully? How can you step into the most expansive self? Often, while we're growing up, we experience hurt, losses, and endings that we fail to address. Those memories stagnate within us, and it becomes harder to dance and sing. However, every moment of your life is an opportunity to change, to thrive, and to grow. Every moment is an opportunity to express yourself, to find your natural, unique way to dance and sing. The soul inquiry is, how are you being called to share your voice and expand into your most alive, empowered self? So I really look at Pisces season altogether about like cleansing and releasing the old self, like sloughing off that dead skin, that dead part of ourselves that we have healed. We've in the fall, we've started to like shed and release, like, like the trees kind of allow their leaves to die and crumble. And then this cleansing rain is like washing everything away. I also use the analogy of snow. I think I've used that recently, of like, if you live in somewhere where there's a lot of snow, like that snow is like all gray and even kind of black in places. And then the spring rains come in and wash it all away. It's kind of muddy and sticky and wet and gross, but like at the end of it, once you finally let go and actually allow that energy to just leave your energetic field, you feel like this person in this card that's so refreshed and so fresh and so clean. So Pisces season is really about like throughout the fall and winter, we started to shed, release, and let go. And in the winter, we are like integrating and reflecting and really kind of germinating that new self. And just like when a seed emerges from the ground, it has to shed that shell that it was in. It has to shed the seed, the casing that it was in. And that eventually decomposes and provides nutrients to the plant that's growing. So it's kind of the same thing as like you shed and released in the fall, but then you incubated within this kind of cocoon. And now you're like shedding and releasing that because it was keeping you safe and protected. But now you're just ready to emerge as this new version of yourself, the version of yourself that you're going to be in 2024, that's going to learn all the other new lessons and the new ways of being and the new directions that you want to go. And then you're going to shed and release in the fall again. So I thought like with this siren card that we were going to get a throat chakra card, but we did not. So we actually have a solar plexus chakra card. Confidence within. The empowering light of the golden ray is yours to harness. It flows through your being, strengthening you in its every vibration, leading you to manifest all that you seek. It illuminates your inner joy and confidence, opening you to new levels of prosperity you may not have thought possible. Healing comes from your sovereignty and personal empowerment. Claim your possibility. The universe is smiling upon you and the sun is shining on you now. So again, this is solar plexus energy right in the center of your abdomen. The crystal they recommend is Golden Healer Quartz, which is my favorite crystal. And the herb is cinnamon, which is also, I always recommend this to people. If you're a coffee drinker, or you could do it in your tea too. Coffee with cinnamon in it is so good. So, I mean, even I was thinking the siren card was going to have throat chakra energy, but even the siren card has this like feeling proud of yourself, like revealing this new self, having confidence of this new self. And our crystal is Rainbow Moonstone. So if I haven't released this already, it is coming soon. I've been going on a journey with Moonstone in general. But Rainbow Moonstone is a little bit different. So Rainbow Moonstone is a gem of fruition, celebration, gratitude, and expansion, radiating with vitality and joy and life force. It helps you to maintain optimism and see the light during the dark, challenging times. Rainbow Moonstone also purifies and transmutes negative energy and activates the soul star chakra for connection with the stars and other dimensions. The affirmation is, my dreams will come to fruition and the possibilities are endless. I really love this for like the start of a Pisces moon cycle, is that like literally you're emerging out of this cocoon, out of this seed that has been germinating throughout the winter. And you're ready to see your dreams and all the possibilities come to fruition or be presented to you, this like new empowered version of yourself. All right. So I was also feeling called to look up like whatever other planetary things were happening this week. And Venus is entering Pisces on Monday, on the 11th. And I couldn't, like, when I pulled this card, I noticed that it kind of reminded me of this Venus painting by Botticelli. Even though their hands aren't in the same position, like they look similar. They have the long flowing red hair and they have these people surrounding them on either side of them. So maybe this energy, like Venus and Pisces is really nice, really nice. Who has Venus and Pisces? I want to meet that person because it just sounds so dreamy, like hopeless romantic kind of energy. And that is kind of like, I don't know, the feeling of this week. It's like, yeah, let's like feeling motivated and inspired on Monday with Aries, and then kind of slowing down and getting comfy and cozy with Taurus, and then just like celebrating on the weekend. Like it just has this nice flow to it. And I'm wondering if that energy of Venus in Pisces is also kind of going to add to that like really nice flow. And what a cool painting. I've always loved this painting. I don't remember as many times as I had to take art history. I don't remember who the angels are supposed to be. I guess maybe I need to, and who this other person is trying to cover her up. Like, oh no, Venus, put clothes on. I'll have to revisit some art history and learn who these angels are, what's going on in this Botticelli painting. All right, so I hope that you're able to get into the flow of this week. I hope you're able to feel confident with the person that is emerging from your cocoon when you're ready to emerge from your cocoon. When we're ready to step into spring, when we're ready to leave winter behind, leave 2023 behind, and just kind of like, let's get ready for spring. Feel that excitement that like nature, you can feel it around you. You can feel the flowers budding, and the grass is green, and the sun is nice and sharp and crisp because we still don't have all that leaf cover covering us and yet. Hopefully you're having more brighter days with less clouds, less gray days. So thank you for watching today. I feel kind of like out of sorts because I haven't done a moon day video in a while. So thanks for coming back, and thanks for hanging out with me on a Sunday. If you're watching live, hello, future Allison and friends who are watching on Sunday. And always remember that those timestamps are in the description box below if you need to jump back in and watch throughout the week as well. So thank you so much, and we'll see you on the other side of the looking glass. Oh my goodness, I feel like I have forgotten how to do this.